Hello, Africa. Hello, motherland. Hello, Nigeria. Hello, Nigerians, my brothers and sisters, family. Guys, you won't believe the contents of the agreement Wike has been talking about. Agreement is agreement, agreement is agreement. The agreement he entered into with Fubara in the presence of a president. Guys, it is crazy. Thanks to some of our colleagues that has been working very hard, we now have a content, and I want to bring it to you and possibly analyze it with you together. Guys, this is insanity. This is madness. Believe you me, Nyesom Wike is from a totally different planet. The man is extremely delusional, extremely mean, petty, wicked. Any word you can use to describe such unsavory character will fit in, believe you me. Guys, this is a 20 commandments that Wike gave Similaye Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, to adhere to, or else he will impeach him. It's crazy. Guys, the first one is that Governor Fubara will not nominate any local government chairperson or chairman or whatever they're called in Nigeria. And you could see from the elections that were held then, all the local government chairpersons or chairmen and women were nominated by Wike under the APC banner. And of a whole lot, only 2 local governments went to other parties. All the others were won by the APC. Meanwhile, Wike is supposed to be a PDP member. Twisted, isn't it? Similaye Fubara was suspended then, so he had no hands in that. And that is why you see Wike junketing from one local government to the other at this point in time, trying to prove his popularity and how powerful he is. Because he got that. Guys, it's I don't know. The second one is that Fubara must sack his chief of staff as well as the secretary to his government. Wike doesn't want them. Obviously, Fubara refused to do that. Fubara did not do that. Guys, the third one is that Fubara must not contest for second term. We've heard this all the time, but we thought maybe it's a joke. Guys, it's no joke. It's no joke. Imagine that. All the former governors of Rivers State, they've all gotten second term. They all went through 8 years, including Wike himself. Now he doesn't want Fubara to enjoy such privilege. You be the judge. You be the judge. The fourth one is that he must not travel out of Rivers State. Even during the course of his duties as a governor, he's not allowed to travel out of Rivers State. Insanity. Insanity, my people. Number 5 is that Fubara must not defect to another party from the PDP. Meanwhile, all of us know that Wike has already destroyed the PDP. The PDP is at its lowest ebb, at its weakest position that it has ever been since formation, thanks to Nyesom Wike and his cohorts. So basically what it means is that he wants to destroy Fubara's political career even before it began. Wow. The 6th one is that Fubara must not appoint or nominate his commissioners. Can you ever believe that? Wike should give him all the commissioners he's gonna work with. He's not allowed to nominate or appoint his own commissioners. Meanwhile, Wike served 8 years. Imagine anybody telling Wike that himself. Wike will bring down hell. Wike will bring down hell. This is a man that claims to be serving his people. This is a man that claims that he loves his people. This is how he loves his people. Oh my goodness. is madness, people. The seventh one is that he must reinstate the Chief Sergeant Awuse as the chairman of the Rivers State Traditional Rulers Council. This was a man that was removed for various reasons. Anti-Fubara sentiments. He wants Fubara to reinstate him because he's Wike's godfather, traditional godfather. Therefore, Wike wants him back at all costs, whether Fubara likes it or not. You be the judge. The seventh one is that Fubara must not have more than 5 advisors. What an effrontery. What an effrontery. They don't want him to have advisors that will tell him, advise him accordingly. Meanwhile, Wike had advisors all over the place, have thousands and one of them that he pays, that are on his payroll, pay list. Now you tell a sitting governor of a state, one of the richest states in Nigeria, a state with over 2 million population, if I'm not mistaken. More than that, you tell him what to do and how to run it because you brought him to power. My goodness. The ninth one is that he must support members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. These are the same people that has been against him, working against him. Now he has to support them in their bid for second tenure, for second term. Some of them even wants to go for the third term if he's there. And Fubara must support them, all of them. And yet Fubara himself is not allowed to contest for second term. So when you hear Wike talking about agreement is agreement, guys, I'm giving you the terms of the agreement. This is not an agreement, it's a commandment. It's the 20 commandments of Wike to Fubara, and he expected Fubara, a full-blown man, a family man, a leader in his own right, a professional, true professional, well-read and well-bred, to adhere to all this nonsense. It goes to show you the state of mind of Nyesom Wike, the kind of person the man truly is. It's madness. The 10th one is that he must stay away from all governors forum. I'll take it again. The 10th one is that he must stay away from all governors forum and not attend meetings with other governors or of other governors. And in all this, Wike claims to be working for the people of Rivers State. When your governor is not allowed to meet with other governors, exchange ideas and prospects and everything, unless it is approved by Wike, then what benefit is it going to be to the people of Rivers State? Wike claims he loves Rivers people, they are his people, it belongs to him. Rivers State is his kingdom. I don't understand. Truly, I don't understand. The 11th one is that he must not participate in any PDP governors forum. Can you believe that? Thereby completely ostracizing him, alienating him from the rest of the other governors and limiting his opportunities, his major opportunities to learn, grow, and build his own network. This is agreement is agreement, agreement is agreement. It's crazy. The 12th commandment is that he should not receive any visitor to the government house. No visitors are allowed to the government house unless approved by Wike. My people, Wike really is very abusive. And he really abused Fubara and expected his loyalty. I repeat that number 12 again. No visitors to the government house unless approved by Wike. Hey, not even during the days of slavery can this be possible. Number 13, he can only go to Abuja on Wike's invitation and approval. He can only travel to Abuja if approved by Wike or if invited by Wike. This is a governor of a state. This is a governor of one of the richest states in the country. And we are talking about Wike wanting to eat his cake and have it back, my people. Wike spent 8 years there doing whatever he wanted to do. 8 years wasn't enough. He wants to own River State. He claims ownership of River State, including whoever that will be the governor after he's gone. Well, you judge. You be your judge yourself. You be your judge yourself. Number 14. Fubara's relatives. Guys, listen to this. Fubara's relatives must not be seen in and around the government house. I'll say it again. Fubara's relatives must not be seen in and around the government house, meaning that Wike banned Fubara's family members from visiting him or even staying with him in the government house. Wow, my goodness, what is it? What is it? What is it? If anybody can explain this, please do, because to me this is insane. This is insane. Can you ever believe this guy? Can you ever believe Wike? Like I said earlier, not even in the times of slavery are things like this practiced. So the governor stays there, possibly with his first family. That's it. No family members, no friends, no nothing. He stays monitored. Whatever, if he wants people to visit or anything, he must seek permission from Wike. Wow. Guys, listen to this one. It's about money. State security votes must be shared among stakeholders on percentage. I say it again. State security votes. Security votes are extra money that are normally allocated to, to improve security in the state. That's outside the budget. A kind of supplementary kind of a thing. Yes, Wike wants it to be shared between him and his cohorts on percentage basis, instead of the governor using the money to work for the people of River State. This is the same man that claims to love River State, care for River State and the people. Goes up and down, junketing everywhere, telling people how he is part of them. Well, what shall I say? What shall I say? You're hearing that. You're hearing that. Number 16. Rivers Elders Council shall have the same remuneration as the Traditional Rulers Council. Rivers Elders Council, a kind of political organization put together by Wike, whoever the elders are, maybe body of advisors or whatever, shall be paid exactly the same amount as given the traditional rulers who are the bedrock of everything that the state is interpreted with. That's Wike for you. That's Wike for you. Number 17. Fubara must personally announce his successor, who will be chosen by Wike. Guys, Fubara is not allowed to contest for second term. Wike is gonna appoint his successor, and Fubara will now announce his successor to the world, to Nigerians. Can you imagine such abuse? Is it not emotional abuse? Is it not psychological abuse? What is left for Wike to do? What is it? What is left for this man to do to Fubara? Can you imagine Fubara enduring the shame of going on air in front of cameras and everything
to hear from me,
to announce,
and more especially
that he's not going to be contesting for his second tenure?
I had to,
and not giving anybody any cogent reason apart from I'm doing the biddings of my boss.
Gently.
But instead of me, I hereby announce this person. My God, Wike is mean. Wike is petty. Wike is unforgiving. Wike is delusional. Wike is mentally retarded. Wike needs help. Number 18. All previous revenue arrangements shall remain the way Wike created it, because he's the boss. I will say it again. When he was a governor, he had these revenue allocations, and how he shares money to whoever money goes to. Yes, Fubara shall stick with that. He shouldn't change anything. He shouldn't change anything. Wike shall, from time to time, dip his hands into the purse of River State and do whatever he wants to do, while Fubara sits outside and look and watch him. Because he's the god of a manor. He's the god of River State. He said people should not dare interfere. That River State is a no-go zone, no-go area. River State is his property. Well, you put yourself in the shoes of Fubara and see if you can stomach this. 19. No cabinet reshuffle. Since Fubara is not allowed to reshuffle his cabinet, remember that he wasn't even allowed to appoint the commissioners. Wike must appoint all his commissioners for him. It doesn't matter whether the commissioner is performing. It doesn't matter whether the commissioner is abusive. It doesn't matter whether the commissioner is responsible or obeys Fubara. Fubara is not allowed to reshuffle or remove anybody unless approved by Yesom Wike. Guys, the last and the 20th one will make you laugh. Any breach of any part of this agreement shall lead to impeachment. So Wike has always had this hunger of impeachment over Fubara. You can see what's going on now. You can see what's going on now. If Fubara doesn't do all this, he will be impeached, because Wike has members of his House of Assembly in his pocket. You be the judge. You be the judge. You be the judge. Because they've been singing, agreement is agreement, agreement. Even the president of Nigeria, could see that this was inhuman. Even the president of Nigeria that presided over this knew, or rather knows clearly well, that this is inhuman. And after he identified the goodness in Fubara, he switched his loyalty and allegiance. That's why Wike is crying, jumping up and down, trying everything he could to remove Fubara. Because the milk, his milking cow, is gradually slipping from him. River State is his potluck. River State belongs to him, where he goes and draws enough funds to do whatever he wants to do. But these are the funds of the people, not Wike. Wike was elected to be governor for only 2 terms. He is supposed to have moved on. But no, he wouldn't do that, because River State has automatically become his. River State had 3 other governors before Wike. They are still there, but they're not doing what Wike is doing. Well, guys, you be the judge. You be the judge. For some of us that are outside of a country looking in, it's a pity, because when you step out of a country and witness how absolute democracy works, how a country is run, you bleed for Nigeria and for the future. This is a man that wants to bring his son onto the platform, the podium. We heard this. He's prepping his son for the House, for a position in the House of Representatives, on his route to whatever. I'm sure one of these days you will hear that his son is also going to contest for the governorship of River State. We can see what is happening in Lagos State, where Mr. President's son is started to, be ready to contest for the Lagos State governorship candidate in 2027. Well, please like the video so that others can see what's going on. And comment, what do you think? What do you think? For you that defends Wike, what do you think? And for the avoidance of doubt, we have not made this up. We have not made this up. Anybody that will disagree with this, you are allowed to come up with whatever you feel is the correct version, because Wike has been saying agreement is agreement, but he has not led us into what the terms of his agreement are, because he knows that what is created there is not an agreement, it's a commandment. It's a 20 commandment. God gave us 12 commandments. Wike gave his own 20 commandments. It's insanity. It's insanity. But what shall we say? This is a man that doesn't even remember his name, talk less of where he comes from. Can you imagine this man the president of Nigeria tomorrow? Can you imagine this man the president of Nigeria tomorrow? I rest my case. God bless you guys.